What's good, superstars? Back with another Disney Pinnacle video. You got Superstar Joe, you got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
You.
Not bad, not bad. Poking you with some pins right now. It's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt getting pins in the face. Guys, if you're new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know when we do another Disney Pinnacle video. People have been asking, they've been screaming from the rooftops on our Discord, on X. People saying, we came for the Disney Pinnacle. Where are the Disney Pinnacle videos? Here is the Disney Pinnacle video. You can also become a superstar VIP. $2.99 a month. Hit the join button under the video. You can level up through the stars, enter into the giveaways. We give giveaways every single month. 2025 is going to be the year of special giveaways. You're going to hear about those. Hashtag soon. Probably in about a week, we'll be doing 3 months worth of giveaways for our supporters who continue to support no matter what. Follow us on X, follow us on Instagram, join the Discord. Discord, like we said, great place to talk about Disney Pinnacle. We were there before the Disney Pinnacle Discord. There is a great mass of Disney Pinnacle fans in our Discord who love to talk about these pins and what they're trading and what they're looking to buy, sell. Speaking of buying and selling, there has been marketplace news that we're going to get to. But Rob, first, how are you doing?
I'm doing exciting because they've talked about their global launch. I don't think we're at the global launch yet, but they had a marketplace event. They opened it up so people can sell and buy, and we had some insane prices. Now, I don't know if the liquidity was there, but some of the prices that we were seeing were quite insane. And I think that overall volume as an aggregate, the whole market as a whole, I think was a success. So it looks like people were very interested in the Disney Pinnacle marketplace. And yeah.
Here's an example of some of the prices. You had Tiana going for 1,400 Beanos with a supply of 118. Now, did it actually go for that? Like Rob mentions, we don't know. I did see some comments about how the prices were coming down very quickly as this event came to a close. I guess people who are trying to get rid of pins maybe becoming desperate and starting to lower their prices. But again, not too much supply for certain early pins and limited edition pins and all that stuff. So I know that there's some pins that were even only at D23 and at certain events. Coveted stuff. It depends on the flavor, what people are liking. But this is the first time I believe that they've done a marketplace where everything was available for purchase, not just the limited edition stuff. So it was a pretty big deal. And it was cool to browse around. Rob and I are not in the business yet of selling our pin collection. We bought in that 2023 collection, the first stuff that dropped. We don't have everything from there, and it was like pretty hard to get everything from there because I think we're missing like Belle from the Princess line would have been like $1,000, and some other ones that we maybe just missed out on. But for the most part, we're pretty happy with our initial collection. Alien 2 being our grail, and obviously now Tiana.
I was just about to talk about that.
Yeah.
So I was going to show you. This is from the Discord here, and somebody literally asked, did Alien 2 DD, Bunny DD, or Soul DD actually sell? Just curious. And you can see Alien 2, I guess it's the sales data, sold for $750.
Is that a selling price? That actually sold?
I mean, based on what I'm reading in this conversation, these are sale prices. This person said, dang, who snagged one for $200? You can see the 200 Bunny down here. The Alien 2 $599, Alien 2 $595. These are some insane prices. I remember back when we were doing this, we were really interested in the Alien because of how scarce it was.
Mm-hmm.
The Bell, what is going on here? You're looking some massive numbers, and this person said someone made some amazing purchases at this event. Aladdin and Jasmine $699.
People are spending on pins, guys. This is on digital pins with no utility yet. We still love to speculate that there will become utility. We've mentioned why we believe Pinnacle is primed to be integrated into the Disney ecosystem, be it in the parks or in any other way, just because of the Disney license being the only license that they have. So they only have to get approvals from, I guess, that Disney team, and also just the way that Disney pin collecting is such a big deal at the parks IRL. So, I mean, if there is that advancement into the digital realm, Pinnacle is primed.
Joe, I gotta show you this, man. This is hilarious. So we got Flovana.io. This is where you can get, so you can see there's Pinnacle, UFC Strike, NBA Top Shot. This is smooth. It has all live sales. VV fans.
Hey.
Shout out VV fans. It appears he purchased a beast for $100. And it says here, I mean, it's the first time I'm reading this, but yeah, it says total minted 106. It looks like the latest price now is 115. The listings right now are 145.
Well, the market is closed right now. It closed at 9 a.m. Yeah.
Market's closed, but the last, it looks like buyer was for $100 was VV fans.
See, this is weird because it says he bought it at 12 o'clock p.m. and it closed at 9 a.m. as long as the Pacific. Also, he bought it right. He waited right till the bell, I guess, Eastern time.
He waited he waited right to the end. But this is like, now if anybody's asking for real data on Disney Pinnacle, we got it. You know, we're data driven guys.
Yeah,
we got some real data now.
I would love for this marketplace to be open all the time.
Can you imagine? It'd be great when the marketplace is open all the time. Wow, it's cool. This is really cool.
Yeah, they continue to slowly build it out. It's been over a year, and they still have not had their global launch. Wondering if that appetite comes back, or maybe they market it in a different way, not necessarily as NFTs, but maybe just.
Joe, how many Alien 2s do we have? We have one.
We have one. Yeah, shout out Superstar Steve who traded us that.
Oh man, Superstar Steve did this big one because it looks like it's so scarce that we're tied with Alan Falcon and having one, which is looks like
we're on the page 2. Go to the next page.
Let's check the next page.
We must be on the next page. There we
are. We have to be here. We have to be here.
We are. We're there at the bottom.
There we are, right here. Look at that. There we go. There we are. Wow, this is crazy. I gotta give them credit. And this is the thing about like Flow blockchain, is that because these are all layer ones, like all the data is there, right? Like Disney Pinnacle is truly doing what we want, which is create a platform which is agnostic to blockchain. You don't even know there's blockchain in the background when you operate it. Mm-hmm. But we from being in the space love to see this kind of data. If only they could take this one step further. I think we want to talk about that today, Joe. I don't know if you want to jump to it now.
I mean, there was speculation. People, when we came up with the idea way back when that they should have these screens in the queues at the parks where people can play around and buy and sell and connect their wallets or whatever and do trading just to make it a more fun experience, or maybe just have these kiosks at the parks or in the Disney Springs or in the World of Disney or in any of these places that have high traffic at Disney for pin purchasing. We thought it just makes so much sense, and hoping that eventually one day maybe somebody from Disney were to come across the video and agree with that. But anyway, that may never happen. But we got a glimmer of hope because there is going to be some kind of external gaming type of thing that is going to be embedded in the Disney parks, where people thought Disney parks were going to always remain their own walled garden ecosystem where everything inside the Disney park stays in the Disney park. You want to get there, you have to buy a ticket, you have to go play, you have to pay to play kind of thing. Now we're getting a little bit of advancement in technology, a little bit of a sense that something more is coming. So I'm going to share this other tab here. Got to remove your tab. Yep. And you guys can take a listen in here. Hopefully you can hear it.
And it's also, Unreal's also playing a role in the next big project that Disney's doing, a whole new online universe that they're creating with Epic Games.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a totally incredible new way for us to be able to tell stories. You know, so imagine, like, what if you could go to the park and have an experience in Smuggler's Run, go on this amazing mission, but then have that affect or connect your gameplay at home?
You know, I think the name of this panel is Building World, World Building.
That's all you have to hear. Like, basically, they're talking about having immersive experiences connected to gameplay at home. I mean, if there is going to be any kind of pin collecting in that building world or whatever immersive Disney world that they're making that's virtual there, if there's going to be any pin collecting, isn't there already a whole entire pin collection set up, ready to go? Is maybe that's why we've been waiting so long for the global launch, Are they trying to time it so that it releases in line with this world that Epic Games is building? We don't know when that's coming exactly. There's no real dates on that, but like, is there a reason why we haven't seen that global launch? Is it part of a bigger thing?
Well, like, it's, to me, just so logical. Like, what an easy thing for Disney Pinnacle to do, because it's a win-win situation. Imagine they convince Disney to say, look, we're going to go to every single one of your rides. It could be every building in the park. Okay. It may not have to be, it could be a structure. It could be on the floor. It doesn't matter where it is. It could be an Easter egg hunt. Okay. Mm-hmm. You go out there, you scan a barcode, you get the collectible, right? You get the pin. So it's digital pin collecting, but you link it to the park. So you go to a park, you do an experience. You know how you wait in the lines? You can even hide it somewhere in the lines, make them work for a little bit.
Yeah,
to discover it. Hidden Mickeys, yeah, something like that, right? And then you start collecting pins, but you can only get the pins if you either A, go to the park to claim it, and they can go through different cycles, different seasons. Maybe it's an open mint, or B, buy it from the marketplace. And then they can also do the whole trading thing when they're at the park. You can walk up to somebody and be like, well, you have to trade with me if I bring you a pin, and you can do it right on the spot. We've participated in their trading events, and it's pretty smooth. The trading is pretty smooth on Disney Pinnacle. They're doing a good job building this out. It's just they like to limit it, which is something that we obviously want it all to be available so we can play with it and see everything. But the trading events, the marketplace events, everything's limited right now for the full launch that's coming. If they could find a way to get into the parks so that pin collecting, digital pin collecting is happening in the parks, and you have this world. They talk about these multiple worlds. This is how you have these different universes in these worlds, and you can coexist. You have pins in the digital, pins in the physical. You have pins integrated digitally into your experiences at the park. Yeah. You could do it at movies. Disney Pinnacle can really have an opportunity here if they can get Disney on board.
It's crazy. Like it could be, like you said, just from a ride. Oh, I rode this ride. Maybe if you ride a ride 25 times, you get a special pin. You scan every time that you go in that queue. That knows that you've been in that queue that many times. I don't know. It's just something that they can play around with and have so much fun. And to me, this delayed global launch is starting to make sense. I feel like this is already in the works. I feel like you have this digital Disney World that you're planning that's going to be connected now. We know through this clip that we just heard to the parks and to the attractions. Why would it not be connected to digital pin collecting? It just makes too much sense to me. I mean, if you're selling in this marketplace recently to get out, I mean, are you even thinking about this as a possibility? I know there's a lot of people who are very, very excited for what Disney Pinnacle is building and what they're going to continue to bring, because they have innovated. They've done the mobile app, which a lot of people are loving. I just can't wait if this all comes to fruition and we've seen it all in front of our face, and we didn't take more advantage of it. But yeah, I'm excited to see what comes. And to me, this is another step in the direction that we thought they were going. Alan Falcon will never admit it, but I think that they're already having these talks. I think it's already pretty much game, set, match here.
Well, it just makes too much sense. Like you said before, like, how could they not be some coordination with Disney with either the phygital aspect, which I think is an easy, low-hanging fruit thing for them. Yeah. You know, you buy a real pin and you get a digital one that's the exact same replica as well. Like, to me, that's something that is a low-hanging fruit, something that they can do, I think, fairly easily. But the park thing, I think, is a whole new level. And I don't see why. It makes sense. Like, it just makes sense for them to do that. We just don't know what Disney's thinking. We just don't know how open Disney is to this idea. Considering that they have the license to use Disney products, right? Use Disney likeness to sell their pins. They obviously have a relationship with Disney in a way where I'm sure they can work something out so that they can make digital pin collecting actually the preferred way of collecting when it becomes so fun because it's integrated with your actual real life experiences. So, I mean, time will tell, but man, that marketplace was looking good. Some of these rare pins actually sold for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. The liquidity looks like it wasn't maybe insane. I saw Darth Vader there for 14. I mean, there was a lot. There were, I think 600 of those, right? But some of those like Alien 2s, which again, shout out Superstar Steve, because we were looking for that one. And he hooked us up big with that. Clearly, the Alien 2s are very well sought out because of how scarce they are. So, I mean, guys, let us know in the comments below. What do you guys think about Disney Pinnacle, the marketplace, and what do you guys think about this whole thing about? I guess they called it World Universes.
And this wouldn't be the first time that they embed collectibles into the parks. I mean, we see it right now with Lorcana, which is not Disney direct. It's through Ravensburger, and they're everywhere in the parks. There's lineups whenever they have a release. They've got gamification now, where tournaments and all this stuff. So that's something that Disney's embraced. We also know Bob Iger, who's the president, has had involvement in NFTs. Not only that, they have given out licenses to Vivi, Cryptoys, all these other digital collecting platforms, Pinnacle now. So, Disney is all about moving forward with this type of thing. We've also seen patents and different things that they have gone for regarding wallets and all of this stuff to do with NFTs. So, I mean, I don't think it's that far-fetched that we see this in the next 5 years here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it's that far, because the way the NFT technology is being used, it's masked, right? It's masked. Like Pinnacle has masked the whole background. The whole NFT aspect, you wouldn't even know it's there if you go and use the Disney Pinnacle app. And I think that's exactly what we're going to expect and continue to see as time goes on, especially with some of these big IPs. They want NFT technology to be used to help accomplish an ultimate goal. And this is an example of, having a true ownership of a digital token that you can trade whenever you want. You can track the history on it. You can sell it. You really can do whatever you want with it. And I think that's what eventually, I think most people will eventually adopt and actually understand this space a little bit more and be like, yeah, it's actually way better that I can own my digital asset instead of, I loot, like for example, Fortnite, if I buy a skin, you can't trade it anymore. It's way better to be able to buy something that you can trade. So let us know in the comments below, what you guys think about Pinnacle, what you guys think about the marketplace, and what you guys think about this potential to connect with the parks. Let us know in the comments below. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash subscribe, and join the Superstars fan. Hit the bell notification button so you get video a couple times a week, and also thank you to our VIPs for your support. We appreciate you. We're going to continue. Make sure we catch up on our giveaways. We have both, 3 months of giveaways we've got to give. So thank you guys so much. Take care. We'll see you next one. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.